So a lot of people in Olympia lined up for free coffee this morning. We've been telling you about this all week. Head down to Wagner's European Bakery in Olympia and Cafe, and we will buy you a cup of coffee. So Travis Mayfield has been down there all morning. He's talking about what makes Olympia so great, and there are so many reasons. Travis, what are folks saying?
Oh, so many awesome things to be excited about Olympia about, but one of them is the awesome park system here. And in fact, National Geographic magazine just said Olympia is like one of the spots that everybody needs to experience, and they give a lot of credit to the incredible park system. So guess what? I was like, who should we have coffee with this morning? How about Jonathan Turlove, the Associate Director of Parks, Arts, and Recreation for the city. And you've been working for parks for like 19 years. 19 years. This is your chance. Tell us why the parks here are so awesome.
Well, you know, it really all starts with having a really supportive community. You know, Olympia has this great history of being supportive of the Parks Department, and it goes all the way back over 100 years to 1905 when Olympians worked with the city of Olympia to preserve Priest Point Park. And it goes through the 50s. Olympia's worked really hard to save Watershed Park in the 50s, and then most recently in 2015, Olympians voted to raise their property taxes to create the Olympia Metropolitan Park District. And that gives us a really stable, solid funding source that helps us with park acquisition, park development, and maybe most importantly, park maintenance. We've got a fantastic staff of 26 people in our park maintenance group that just do a great job day in and day out. They're really good at what they do. It's hard work. It's not always glamorous, but they do what it takes to keep the parks safe and clean and well maintained. And I also want to give a shout out to our volunteers. They do a fantastic job too. You know, just this last year we had 2,500 volunteers, contributed over 8,000 hours, doing a lot of the things that our park maintenance crew doesn't always have the time to do. The trail work, some of the tree planting, removing invasive plants. So, you know, I think it's that combination of having a really supportive community that's willing to contribute both financially and through volunteerism, combined with a super talented staff. We've got a really talented and creative maintenance staff, planning and design staff, and I think those two things combine to make a really solid park.
So the people who live here know how awesome the parks are, but I think people who don't live here know you have an awesome park system too. What's the undiscovered secret? What's the park that you think, whether you live here or you don't, people should know about?
Well, I'm not sure if it's a secret, but I'd say one park, if you haven't been there, that you should definitely check out would be Priest Point Park. Priest Point Park, it's over 300 acres. It's been a park for over 100 years, but it has a long history even before that. It's a big forested park. There's big trees. There's wonderful hiking trails. There's shoreline access. It's just a great place to, you know, experience a little bit of nature right here in the city of Olympia.
I love it. Jonathan Turlove with the Parks Department, thank you very much for having coffee with us and bragging about the park system. Thank you. So now we want to talk to a couple folks who are actually here at Wagner's with us. Hi, good morning. Tell me your name.
Good morning. Deanna Partlow.
And
Bob Partlow.
all right, why do you love Olympia so much?
Tumwater Falls Park.
Yeah.
We really enjoy going down there and taking a walk.
What's your favorite part of Olympia?
I think the park system, it's not just Tumwater Falls Park, but there's just so many cool parks and walking trails, things to do here. It's great for young families in particular. It's just a very, very cool place to be.
I love Olympia because of the vibe here too, and the diversity, the young, the old, the like all sorts of different ethnicities. It just feels like a cool place to me.
It very much is, and we've really enjoyed. I've lived here for 30 years, and I've really enjoyed getting to know the town.
I love it. Absolutely. You think so?
Oh yeah, there's a lot of activists in Olympia. You know, it's the capital, but there's just a lot of people working on a lot of issues here. You know, homelessness and various things like that. And it's just a lot of really cool people trying to get a lot of really cool things done. It's in that way, it's kind of like a small Seattle with a big base of activists and activism.
I love it. Thank you both for getting some free coffee, for coming down. It was nice to meet you both. I appreciate it. So we're here at Wagner's until 10 o'clock. If you come down before 10, tell them I sent you, and I'll buy you a cup of coffee, maybe a tea or a latte. We have a lot more to come here from Olympia. Back to you guys.